This is the Blitz 8 High School Football Preview Show with Travis Lee on Channel 8 WMTW.
Oh, good evening and welcome to another season of top-notch high school football coverage from WMTW. Now, the 2019 offseason was yet another offseason of changes in Maine high school football. Gone is the developmental league. Welcome eight-man football. Classification changes galore. Rivals joining forces is nothing new in Maine football. The next chapter, Falmouth and Greeley together. They have formed a co-op playing in B North this year. Greeley only had 6 returning players to this year's team, and Falmouth was happy to take them in. As head coach John Fitzsimmons says, the players put their rivalries aside because they love football more than they hated their rivals.
We've been throwing the rock around all off season, trying to make sure we get comfortable, get to know each other. It's hard because, you know, the Falmouth Greeley thing, a lot of people don't like it, but kind of suck it up because we love football.
And I knew that we were going to get some kids who wanted to play ball, and that's all we can ask for. If they want to come play ball, they can definitely come play ball with us.
And Maine has joined the roughly 30 states in the country implementing 8-man football as an option. 10 teams will take part in the inaugural season, which will look like no other football the MPA has ever sanctioned.
A view from above shows the obvious differences between 11-man and 8-man football. It's still 100 yards long, it's 13 yards narrower. 2 linemen are removed from the traditional game, and there's plenty of space.
There's a lot more opportunity for bigger plays, so everybody's really got to put in 100% every play.
The 10 programs that are choosing 8-man all did so for their own reasons. The common denominator, though, saving football.
Like everybody else, I think I would prefer 11-man, but keeping this program alive is our #1 priority. So 8-man was a good option.
Love the game of football. Gonna play it no matter how many guys on the field.
For some, 8-man provides greater player safety because of increased depth.
Our numbers in the past have not been great, and I've never had a sub, so that'll be nice.
The unanimous feeling is that offenses will prevail.
There's going to be a lot more open field tackling, that's for sure. Not as much gang tackling.
Defense is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. We're scratching our head all the time. How are we going to stop things here?
I never had a sub. I think that says it all, guys. And my panelists from the Forecaster, Michael Hoffer, and the Sun Journal, Randy Whitehouse, joining me now. And guys, 8-man football is here. Thoughts on 8-man and who can win it?
Well, I got to tell you, Travis, and thank you again for having me. I'm excited. I don't look at this as just a novelty. I think this is going to be something that's here to stay. I think you're going to see more programs added as the years go on. But these are great athletes with a bigger field. You're going to see some high-scoring games and a lot of excitement. You know, one team I'm really keeping my eye on, of course, locally is Yarmouth. They've been very successful in 11-man football at times, but they've struggled with numbers too. So now I think 8-man is probably just the right level for them, and they're going to be very solid. But you know, no one has reported more on 8-man football than Randy has this summer, so I really want to hear what his take is.
Yeah, you know, Old Orchard Beach, their coach and their athletic director, Dean Plant, told me that they saw the handwriting on the wall. They knew that they were heading in this direction this season, even before the NBA actually implemented it. So I think, you know, programs like that have kind of seen that handwriting on the wall are going to have a big advantage early on. And I think there are going to be very many other programs around the state that are going to be watching this season very closely. And I think they're going to find that it's still great football. It still is exciting for fans to watch and for kids to play. And I think you'll see more teams join up in 8-man football down the line.
All right, time will tell. Old Orchard with 12 juniors that played last year in that developmental league and got a lot of experience. So they've got a pretty good group. Riley Moore and a big back at Mount Ararat. Danny Stash coming back from an injury season leading Gray's roster. And Jim Hartman at Yarmouth loves his quarterback, Jack McGrath. Loves his toughness. Hartman ran off 24 straight wins last time he was at Yarmouth. All right, guys, MPA changing things up. Thoughts on the classifications?
Well, I know that they're trying to do what's best for everyone. I just feel like only 8 teams in Class A. I don't know a lot of people that are excited about that, honestly. Every single team is going to make the playoffs. You're going to see some very lopsided playoff games, and I know the goal ultimately is to limit the blowouts. I'm not sure that's going to be the case in Class A, and certainly you have 3 powerhouse programs in TA Scarborough and Bonnie Eagle. It'll be fun watching them jockey, but I'd really like to see Class A expanded back to a larger number going forward.
Yeah, I echo Mike's comments on Class A. Talking to a lot of the schools up my way, I think that they're scratching their head over why there aren't any Portland schools in Class A. They're starting to close the gap on some of the programs down here over the last few years, and they're excited about taking on the competition like the TA and the Scarborough. They're excited about having those teams on their schedule, but I think they're wondering why they're there and the schools in Portland aren't involved.
Absolutely, guys. All right, interesting thoughts. We'll see how it shakes out this season. We are, of course, in an era of dominance by 3 programs who have dominated the classes the past few years. Marshwood enters the king of Class B. The Hawks are the 2-time defending state champs. They've won 4 of the last 5 in B. Thornton Academy, of course, has won 4 of the last 7 A championships. And Wells has won 3 straight titles. But part of being the champ is forgetting about being the champ.
We talk about, day one, it's like we're not defending anything. This isn't a professional where you can hold on to all your players. You're going to graduate really good players every year from here. So, we say we're not defending anything. We're just going to go out and try to get another one. We're going to pursue another one. So forget about last year. That means nothing right now.
Forgetting about last year, that's what everybody's doing in this preseason. Now, the trend to earlier start times on Friday nights continues this year after Marshwood and Falmouth started doing that a year ago. Others have joined them. Brunswick's going to play 3 games at 6:30 on Fridays. Deering, South Portland, Massabesic, Biddeford, Kennebunk, all with 6 o'clock starts. Gorham-Michigan, a couple of 6 o'clock starts as well. There will be a new Class D champion this season, and that's because 2-time defending champion D. Wells moved up a class to C. Last year's title game, Tyler Bridge, 5 touchdowns, led the Warriors to a 55-20 win over Foxcroft. It was the Warriors' 3rd straight overall title. So, Randy, let's talk Class D, and Wells is out of the picture. A chance for some others.
A chance for some others, and I'm sure there are a lot of teams that are looking to fill that void left by Wells. It was dominated the league the last couple of years. And there's plenty of candidates. You look at the Oak Hill team that played Wells in the regional final last year. They peaked at the end of the season last year. They went into the playoffs without a home game because they weren't performing so well during the regular season. This year they could have home field throughout the playoffs. You look at Lisbon, they're always tough even though they have some big playmakers to replace. Winthrop, Monmouth, and Halldale have plenty of their playmakers back, including their quarterback, Keegan Choate. You can't count Spruce Mountain and Mountain Valley. Some of those schools are looking to fill the void as well, and they have the talent to do that. I think it's going to be extremely competitive this year. It's not going to be like Wells walking into the locker room a la Larry Bird and ask who's playing for second place this year.
I think you're right about that, Randy. Winthrop, 7 of their top 8 linemen are seniors, so some depth there for the Ramblers and plenty of great action in Class D. We're looking forward to it this year. All right, as the season approaches, everybody loves a prediction. We have made ours. They're listed on my Facebook page, Travis Lee WMTW. If you're curious, they're posted there now. Otherwise, we will reveal them at the end of the show. More Blitz 8 preseason football talk when we come back.